This team showcases something truly incredible. When it came time to fold this giant football ground, they did it in the most amazing way. Each person had their spot and worked together seamlessly to fold the entire field perfectly within 5 minutes. Their cooperation was unbelievable, as everyone knew exactly what to do. The end result looked fantastic, proving that the best teamwork can produce the greatest results. Here's how to trap a thief in South Africa. Police use 2 pieces of grass, which they pass over the neck of the suspected thief. If the grass doesn't get tangled up, he is not considered a thief, and the man can go home and join his family. But if the grass does get tangled up around the suspect's neck, the villagers will think he's the thief and will give him a very severe sentence. This is how they clean Big Pipe. Awesome. When she ordered food online, she couldn't understand why the food delivery was taking so long. She was a little confused because the map showed the delivery car moving up and down the distance, but someone recorded it and uploaded it on social media. The robot car was stuck in the middle of a speed breaker, and then this guy came to help and gave it a little push. This cat often played on the tablet, but one day the kitty got so skilled at using the gadget that he learned to operate it without any human help. Now, if the iPad is left unattended, the cat comes over, launches his favorite game on his own, and starts catching mice. This guy was caught crying alone at prom. According to tradition, graduates of the Cadet Corps must remain still until their relatives hug them. Unfortunately, his family couldn't attend due to financial difficulties, leaving him standing alone while his peers were embraced by their families. But then, the mother of one of the cadets noticed and began to comfort him. Soon, more and more people showed their kindness, surrounding him with support. This guy holds a knife in front of passing trains. He sells fruit by the railway. But passengers were snatching his goods so often that he started standing menacingly with a knife in hand. And you know what? The theft stopped after that. This girl has an incredible talent. She actually works in a Chinese restaurant. The thing is, she moves like a robot. She does this to entertain the children, and it's so realistic that even adults start watching her, and some even film her. However, there's a big problem at the end. She tries so hard to resemble a robot that, watch this, she pretends to accidentally bump into a girl. See, she moves aside to avoid touching her. The girl is a bit scared of this fake robot. Amazing. This is the most genius thing you'll ever see today. Instead of straining their backs, these women gather the plants lying down while facing the ground, and they don't even have to walk because they are connected to a moving tractor. Do you think this method should be used on farms? When they were saying their vows at their wedding, this groom made a big mistake.
To be my lawfully wedded wife.
To be my lawfully and pancakey. I've been scared of this all my life.
This mom was just filming her son at the park, wanting to show how big he's getting, but she never expected this part to happen. This fish is about to show us why it would never be suitable for a home aquarium. Upon stumbling across a sand-burrowing, blue-eyed creature known as a jawfish, these people quickly find out why the fish was given such a name. The video wasn't taken underwater, so imagine feeling this while walking in a cave, alive.
Oh yeah, no, he's alive.
These policemen arrived at a football game because a nearby resident filed a noise complaint. When the 2 police couldn't get the crowd to listen, they had to pull this unexpected move. This guy showed a cop just how easily he could pickpocket someone. First, he performs a trick with a pen, pretending to toss it up only to pull it out of his mouth. Then he hands the pen back and asks the cop to hold it tightly, quickly snatching it behind his back. But what happens next is mind-blowing. The guy asks the cop to hold the pen in his right hand, focuses his attention, and then asks, "Ready to be amazed?" This guy was called a superhero when he showed his knowledge after heavy rain. The parking lot was heavily flooded, and the guy, noticing the funnel, realized that it was a sewer. Without hesitation, he began to make circles, increasing the speed of the water flowing into the sewer. Some city residents are now demanding that their taxes go to this young man. People who have not studied magic see physics everywhere. This is a toothpick trick. This lady suspects a man might give her fake money, so she tries an old trick. If the dollar is real, you can place a toothpick under it. If it's fake, it won't work and you could go to jail. When this old man was about to pay for his groceries at a convenience store, the store owner watched him closely, then handed back some of the money he had previously paid. The old man looked confused as his money was returned and he asked the store owner why. The store owner then showed him a security camera recording on her phone from a month ago. That time, the old man had accidentally dropped 10 yuan while shopping. He thought he had given the correct amount, but it was actually short after the store owner counted it again. In his confusion, the old man added another 10 yuan. After reviewing the security footage, the store owner realized where the old man's money had fallen. In an act of honesty, the store owner returned the money even though it had been a month. Though it wasn't a large sum, honesty means everything. This guy is so skilled at the game of tag that even the cameraman got faked out trying to keep up. Do you think you could handle a game like this? This actor has a crazy impressive talent because he is a professional stunt performer and knows how to throw himself to the ground in the most realistic ways, which is crucial when filming movie scenes where he has to act like he just got shot and fall down as if he just died. Just by seeing how he can perfectly simulate these imaginary scenes proves he has this art mastered. This man is the first person in the world to ever attempt flying with a carpet, and it turned out a lot different than you could ever predict. This thing was actually working just as well as a wingsuit would, even though he thought it wouldn't go that far. The carpet ended up going so far that I had to speed up this video just to show you how long the carpet held up for. In total, he reached about 1 minute and 4 seconds of airtime on this carpet. Has Keanu Reeves, the actor of the John Wick films, gone bankrupt and started selling coffee? But wait a minute. The man you see here is not the real Keanu Reeves. His video went viral in Thailand after he shared his daily activities on social media. Because of the resemblance, many people took photos with him, thinking he was the real Keanu Reeves. His biography is still unknown, but he is active on TikTok with the username TikTikLife. This right here, this exact moment, is why I love MMA. Shanika Johnson, a very well-rounded fighter, faced off against Ellie Scottney. Before their bout, they participated in this weigh-in, and you can just tell why weigh-ins are so important and nice to have, especially where fighters like Shen are involved. Thousands watched this weigh-in, but only hundreds watched the fight for two big reasons. This is also the weigh-in that was watched more than the fight itself. It was reported that the cameraman managed to shoot the entire weigh-in with one hand as he lost control of his other. But can you blame him? I would personally lose the stare down just to stare down. She is Lisa from Canada, and she is a gymnast. Unfortunately, she can't perform in the Olympics because they say she is very talented for her age and there is no competition for her. She even has a personal assistant to help. What do you think? She deserves gold for her performance. This fearless construction worker laughs in the face of danger. In fact, he's currently atop the tallest structure in the entire city with no safety harness in sight. If you observe closely, you'll notice his expertise and confidence shining through. With 20 years of experience on projects like these, he maneuvers effortlessly, making even seasoned professionals envious. Subscribe if heights make your knees weak. This guy is a true genius. When his suitcase was checked before the flight, it turned out to be too heavy. He had only two options: pay a fee or figure out a way to reduce the weight. So he decided to take all his clothes out of the suitcase and put them on himself, saving a considerable amount of money in the process. Derek Redmond stood at the starting line of the 400-meter race at the 1992 Olympics, ready to chase his dream. The race began, and Derek ran fast and strong, but suddenly, pain shot through his leg. He fell to the track. His hamstring had torn. It looked like his race was over, but Derek refused to give up. Slowly, he got up and began limping toward the finish line, determined to keep going. The crowd cheered louder and louder, moved by his courage. Then, his father Jim ran onto the track, pushing past security to reach his son. He put his arm around Derek and said, "You don't have to do this." Derek replied, "Yes, I do." With his father's help, step by step, they made it to the finish line. Derek didn't win a medal, but he won the hearts of millions, becoming a symbol of never giving up no matter what.